What started out as a regular session turned out to be more revelatory than I would have anticipated. I started off with sledge pushes with 125 kilos and the usual superset with handstands. What I was not expecting is that later on in that session, I would have to interrupt it because of a problem that I noticed with my mobility. I can actually see that happening now, I mean soon, in the handstand, when I go after the tuck into the straddle, and you will notice that my farther leg, the left one, seems to be way more open than the right one. It should be coming up in a second. As I open up, my right leg seems to be in line with my torso, but the left one seems to be dangling outwards a little more. And this is something that I had noticed before. I thought that the angle was probably not exactly in line with my vertical, and I never really thought about that much. Quickly commenting the deadlifts, I did not maintain the good positioning of the day before. I see the hips shooting up a little bit. This is 150. It's going slowly. The bar pulls me forward a bit, so not exactly a great session deadlift wise. And now this is the issue. Looking at the squat, this is 90 kilo. It moved to the right. I was happy with that. And then I went to 100 after the usual set of leg raises. Now, what's going to happen is that you will see that when I go into the squat from a frontal view, my right leg does not seem to be symmetric to the left one. You cannot really see that with 100 kilos here because of the angle. It's from the back, and I didn't even push over 100 kilos because I didn't really feel like it. 100 moved slowly. It was a bit of a grind, so I thought I'd go for 80 kilos then. And this is the back of set. Look at the right leg, how that not externally opens as much as the left one. When I rewatched this footage, I wasn't really happy with that. And this is something that I noticed when I warm up for my Nordic curls and I go into this full hip flexion and pull myself back up like a kind of a back extension. And I do feel some kind of a pinch sensation inside my right hip. And I believe the two things are related. So what did I do? I went for a few paused reps. Now this is the first of 3 that I did, and you can still see my right leg not really going outward as much as the left one. And I was rewatching these a few times. This is the second one, and I was actually actively thinking about opening up the right leg, and this actually looks much more symmetrical, and it's alright overall. But this also puts into question my progression overall, and I really need to be doing some more paused work in order to get this fixed as I move up, because it could get worse and I don't want it to. So more work to be done about that. Ciao.